There was a man who was always waiting for happiness. As a kid, he told himself, "I'll be happy once I graduate." When he finally graduated, he thought, "I'll be happy once I get a job." After finding a job, he said, "I'll be happy once I get married." Then it was, "I'll be happy once we have kids." And later, "I'll be happy once the kids are grown and out of the house." He spent his entire life chasing a future version of happiness, always believing it was just around the corner, waiting for the next big milestone. He worked hard, saved money, and planned for a perfect retirement where he could finally relax and enjoy everything he had built. He imagined traveling the world with his wife, picking up old hobbies, and just soaking in the quiet moments. Finally, the day came. He retired. His kids were successful and had families of their own. He had a nice house and enough money to do whatever he wanted. He woke up on his first day of retirement, looked at his wife, and said, "Now we can finally be happy." But his wife, who had stood by him through all those years of waiting, just smiled sadly. She had developed a serious illness just a few months before his retirement. The travel plans were put on hold. The hobbies seemed less important. All those moments he had planned for later were now clouded with uncertainty and hospital visits. He sat by her bedside day after day, holding her hand, and realized something profound. He had spent his whole life postponing joy, thinking it was a destination he would one day arrive at. But happiness wasn't a prize at the end of a long race. It was in the small moments he had rushed past. The laughter of his children when they were small, a quiet dinner with his wife, the satisfaction of a day's work. He had been so focused on the future that he had forgotten to live in the present. His wife passed away a year later. The man lived for many more years, but he lived differently. He found joy in the simple things: a warm cup of coffee in the morning, a walk in the park, a phone call with his grandkids. He learned, a little too late, that later is a promise that is never guaranteed. The only time we truly have is now. Don't wait for happiness. Create it, find it, and cherish it in every single moment. Thanks for watching.